The Isle of Wight is one of the best tourist attractions in the whole of the UK, but it's also one of the most expensive to get to. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get here, but also how to save an absolute fortune. So it's really easy to get to the Isle of Wight. We've got 4 locations you can get here from, which are Southsea, Portsmouth, Southampton, and Lymington. All these routes are served by public transport, but we're going to start off in Lymington. So from Lymington you can get to the Isle of Wight using a Wight Link car ferry. That brings you directly into Yarmouth on the Isle of Wight. Next we've got 2 options in Southampton. First up we've got the car ferry, which goes into East Cowes on the Isle of Wight. Your next option is the Red Jet from Southampton, which takes you directly into West Cowes and is for foot passengers. In Portsmouth, you have 2 options. You've got the car ferry, which takes you into Fishbourne on the Isle of Wight, or you've got the foot passenger ferry, which takes you directly onto the pier in Ryde. And finally, and probably the most fun of these options, is the hovercraft from Southsea that brings you directly into Ryde. The fastest of these crossings is the hovercraft, which takes just over 10 minutes to get from Southsea to the Isle of Wight. Travelling as a foot passenger is normally the cheapest option to get to the Isle of Wight, but if you can fill a car, you may find it cheaper. If you stick around into the end, I'll show you some places that you can get some massive discounts. All the car ferry options that I've previously mentioned also take foot passengers, but if you're coming by public transport, you may want to think about your options more carefully. The Lymington car ferry is serviced by the National Rail Network. The Portsmouth foot passenger route is extremely easy, with the train coming into Portsmouth Harbour and then just a short walk onto the ferry. You can catch the train into Southampton, but it doesn't take you directly to the ferry. You will have to change and get a bus. And Southsea is probably the most difficult option to get to. However, that is serviced by the buses from Portsmouth Harbour, and it's round a 15-minute walk from Portsmouth Harbour train station. So peak weeks coming to the Isle of Wight can cost hundreds of pounds, but I've got a few ways that you can get it cheaper. First up is club card vouchers at Tesco.
Club card accepted.
If you collect club card points, you can use these to travel to the Isle of Wight. If you know somebody on the Isle of Wight, Red Funnel send out a booklet every month so that you can get discounts to travel over here. But even if you don't know anyone, there are lots of Isle of Wight Facebook groups that will share those codes. If you're entitled to a blue light discount, you can also use that to book ferries to the Isle of Wight. Definitely sign up to Wight Link, Red Funnel and Hover Travel's websites. They'll send out occasional emails with the latest promotions. Also, check out the Black Friday sales, where there's been up to 50% discounts on some journeys. If you're an AA member, you'll get 15% off car travel and 20% off foot passengers. There's also some really good discounts if you're booking accommodation on the White Link or the Red Funnel websites too. Sometimes you can even get your travel for free. If you're booking a hotel in the Isle of Wight, check with them, because some of the hotels offer big discounts or even free travel too. So to sum up, it's incredibly easy to get to the Isle of Wight from anywhere in the UK. And if you follow the tips I've given you, you should be able to find some great discounts. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And next time, I'm going to be back on the Isle of Wight, walking the entire Isle of Wight coastal path. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.